See if I can scoot this up a little bit. Welcome to Desert Armory and More. YouTube. As all our signs say, nothing's for sale. No, they aren't. Nothing is. It's all educational purposes only. Let's see. Where did I do that marker? Here it is. Sorry, guys. I actually forgot to do something here. Hey, what's up? Let's shut off this tracking system real quick. Got to do something real quick here. Uh-oh. My marker's not working. I'm here, guys. I'm just have to write over something that I stuck down. It's not big enough writing to see on the camera, so I had to redo something. Anyways, we are here. We are neither here nor neither there. Hey, there's at least one person in here. Yes, sir. Letting this back down. Oh, it's Evan. There he be. Gotta turn you around real quick. What you up to? I don't know. He just disappeared. Oh no. A tour. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up? Hi and bye. See you guys. Bye. Oh wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I feel like there's at least 3 of us. Hey, what's up? Shows there's 2. Well, 1 actually. But YouTube, see that sign right there? Not for sale. Yeah, I had to write it backwards so it looks funny. Yes, nothing's for sale ever. And guess what we got, guys? Waffles. Yeah, some waffles. What's up, Mark? Marquina, how are you? Having some waffles, people. Yep. Some good old waffles. The camera's killing you? Uh-oh. That ain't good. Uh-oh. It's got some interference. It's not seeing me. What's going on? I have to shut it off. It's not grabbing me for some reason. There we go. Oh, that's too far now. There we go. There we go. Alright, what time is it over there? It's like 6:40, I think? 6:30? 6:34 p.m. Channel I just left, we decided waffles was a safe word. Waffles! Yes, sir, we got waffles. Or ma'am, maybe. You're Rose. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I thought I had some waffles for supper, right? Perfect for bed night snack. All that sugar right there to fill your teeth in. Hey, Ashley. Grabbing some waffles tonight. 35. And you? 35. Perfect snack. I didn't have supper yet. So, I mean, it's only 6:30 something. Here comes Canella. Canella, I didn't bring your bed in here this time. No, I didn't. Canella, that's my waffles. Don't you steal my waffles. It's my waffles. No, don't touch my waffles. Well, because it says, why does everyone call me Rose? It's Roz from the book of movie The Wild Robot. Because you have an E after the Z, so it looks like Rose. Maybe dropped the E, and then we wouldn't say Rose. We'd say Roz. At least I would. 8:35 for you. There you go. Now, where I can find a stock for 30/30. Boyd's. Boyd's carries a lot of stocks. I know, sit still. And what's the other one? eBay. eBay carries stocks. It's our fault. Yeah, I know, right? Sorry I didn't know that was your name before that. It's not like I could read through the screen and read your mind, unfortunately. 30-30 or 6.5 Creedmoor? Well, they're for two different purposes. 30-30 is for up close and brush. 6.5 Creedmoor is from far away. Let's be nice now. Let's be nice in the chat. Roz. Back up, Skittles. I mean, Canella. Back up. Canella, no. These are my waffles. Gotten 100 pennies, that dog steals a bite. It might, Jackson. Canella, that's my waffles. Hey, Elijah says hi, Canella. Skittles is probably chilling on the bed still. Yeah, Skittles is he's probably on the bed. That's where he was. Hey, what's up, Eastern? You can also get a stock and spare parts from Every Gun Parts. Yeah, there too. I thought I heard Skittles coming. I forget about that place. I bought I think I bought a set for something there and it wasn't the right thing, so I returned it, unfortunately. They were not happy about that. I said, hey, this says it'll fit mine. It doesn't. Can I return it? And they weren't very happy that I was going to return it. No, I don't have any 6.5s. I have a 30-30, but I do not have a 6.5. My least favorite I actually just put away. It's in a little box down underneath my table on this side that I have my pew-pews on. It's a 25 ACP Larson. Let me see here. What's your least favorite? Oh, that one I just mentioned. Yep. My least favorite. Let's see. Canella, move. Let me move off the tracking, and I'll point down to it. Canella, move. Right there. That one right there. It's a Larson 25 ACP. I don't like it, because it ain't work right. Because it ain't working right. Because it ain't got gas in it. Let's see, you have 4 6.5 Creedmoors, all shoot sub 0.5. Yeah, they're more accurate than a 308. Some people will be like, oh, get a 308. Ammo's cheaper. Yeah, but we're going to use a 308 for versus the 6.5. 6.5 more accurate. Let's see here. I'm just trying to get my TV working. There's some kind of snafu. What's snafu? I worked on my car after I was done with my live with the van. Trying to figure out why it had this misfire. No, 308 is better. Not for distance. It's less accurate. You can stretch out a 6.5 to 1,000 or a little more. A 308 you can't. What's up, Sam? Thank you. Appreciate it. And why did it shut off? How's your day going, Sam? Let's see, Zuko says, my local gun store just got in Yugo Model 98. Nice. Mitchell Mauser looks amazing, but had mini beans. Yeah, I know, right? What's your favorite gun on the not for sale wall? That one right here. That one at the tip of this butter knife. It's a Model 92 Winchester, made in 1895. It's an antique, so no FL transfers needed. Of course, as that sign says, not for sale. It's made in 1895. It's a Model 92. It's chambered in 3220. Bon appetit and good health, my friend. This isn't the greatest health, but it works. Waffles. You shot a moose at 2,000 feet. Not with the 308, you won't. Situation normal, all bleeped up. Oh, I've never heard of that. Doing great. How about you? I'm doing great. Had a blessed day so far. God's good. But yeah, you will not be shooting a moose at 2,000 feet. Well, I thought at first you said 2,000 yards. 2,000 feet, how many yards would that be? That's over a quarter mile. I kind of doubt that with a 308. Do I like bow or rifle? Currently myself, I've never done bow hunting. I've done a little bit of rifle and shotgun. Here, let me shrink this down for you. There we go. Got a little questionnaire up there. No, I don't have a scar. If you're talking about that one there, that's a AR. If you're talking about this one here, that's a 338 Lapua. That'll take a moose out at 2,000 feet. That'll take a moose out at 1.75 miles, if you know what you're doing. Bro, I stayed up till 7:43 in the morning helping my uncle fix his truck. Hey, what's up, Jelly? So, like, all night long you're working on it? No wonder you weren't on my live this afternoon. You were tuckered out. I was working on my van on my live. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll get the job done. 338 Lapua. More accurate than a 50 BMG, believe it or not. Prime rib or ribeye steak. Oh, that would be your comfort food? There you go. Mine would maybe be like quesadillas, like I have that video I made the other day. I made a long format of making a quesadilla. Quesadilla, popcorn, cheese sticks. Mine would be somewhat more of snackish foods. Let's see here. We've never heard that before. I'm officially old. Were you at Maine or something? Why you got so many guns? I live in Arizona. Yeah, Maine might have good gun laws too. I'm not sure. We're still working on it right now. Oh man, that ain't cool. Mine is always breakfast, all kinds. Evan, I mean honestly, that's the truth. You can have breakfast food any day, any time of the day, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave now. God bless. Macrina, thank you so much for coming by. You have a blessed evening and a blessed Sunday tomorrow. Or maybe where you're at, it's already Sunday. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap that screen before you leave if you haven't. Appreciate you. Oh, good waffles. Best 5 for 5 is 1,000 yards. Points target in 308 with my Tika. Yeah, that's pushing it with the 308 though. But the Tika, that helps. It must be the better barrel because some of the Tikas have the thin barrels, or maybe that was the Bergaras, and they heat up too fast. Oh, a Marine. You said Maine earlier. Unfortunately, I took it the other way. I bet you meant Maine as in the state. You're a Marine. No, I'm not. Or am I a Marine? I mean, nope. Have you ever modified a pew pew, and what was the goal? That's an interesting question. I don't think I have. All mine are original. I mean, I fixed broken parts and put the same exact part in or welded on it to make it work properly how it was originally. But I don't think I modified anything ever. All my stuff's original. What's the farthest distance that you've ever shot with a moose at? I've never shot a moose, Banana. Unfortunately, my shooting range only goes to 500, but recently, which with this 338 right here, recently they extended it to 750, so I need to take that back out and shoot it. But it's sighted in at 500, which is a piece of cake for that. Waffles, yes. There is a difference. 308? Yeah, 308. That's pushing it even with the Tika, honestly. Yes, grilled. We got waffles. Got a little questionnaire up here, comfort food, and like 3 people are like, waffles. That's because I'm smacking on them. Like, yeah, that's a good one. Canela, you doing okay down there? Do you need your bed brought back in? How are we doing, by the way, grilled? Go for 1760 next time with 308. That's going to be really pushing it. You must got some good match ammo. Tacos. That's a good one, Banana. Tacos, yeah. Who knows? I've been alternating back and forth. Between pancakes and waffles. You see pancakes. Okay. The 1 mile club. I could do a mile with that. I have the right ammo. I just need a good spotter. I would be able to do a mile with that, I'm pretty sure. Bacon, mac, and cheese. Oh, dude. There you go. We just fixed your tire. We need the tire. Well, new radiator now, yeah. Grilled says, I'm good, you. My toes are a little cold. But other than that, we're almost done with our 4 waffles here. And that means that life's good. Banana. 2 things. Read that sign. See what it says? As well as when you came into the chat, you agreed on something that it said nothing was. So. Any food that tastes good is a comfort food. Yeah. We do a mile across the street from my house. Not one of our friends, but a perfect spot. There you go. Wish I could eat some waffles now. Hey, I got some more. I got a brand new open one. And what else? Pew Pew Yoko. Just finished it. It was 4 waffles. Guys, shout out to Pew Pew Yoko. He sent me, let's see, I won one of his giveaways and he sent it out right away. Stuffed waffles are good. Never had those. Canella. I know it's going to taste good, but I don't know if you can have that. Waffles for dinner. He's like, yeah, it's breakfast. Anything breakfast. Canella. I don't know if you can have that syrup. It's probably bad for you. Just like it is for me. It's just a cream cheese waffle sandwich, pretty much. Oh, we put like 2 together and fill it in. Got some more bigger patches. Awesome. Yeah, because yours looked a little small, but I was like, hey, maybe that's just what currently they have. Elijah's like, only 4? Yeah, that's all we had today. We have another maybe 1 or 2 that are in an open box. Then we have a brand new box with, what do they fit? 10 in it, I think. So it says, what rifle could you do a standing, unsupported 1,000-yard shot with? That one you probably could, but the thing is, I've never gone that far. But that thing's so heavy. I doubt if you could do it with that. More than likely, this one behind me here, that 8mm Mauser, it's a really long marksman one, I'm pretty sure. That probably could if I'm steady enough. That would probably be the only one other than that 338 Lapua if you could hold it up. Because I don't think even my 270 I could. It's a shorter barrel on the 270. That 8mm Mauser or the 303 British. Maybe that one. That one has a little scope on it. Eat breakfast for dinner all the time. Oh, yeah. She said it was average. Yoko, get your mind at the dumpster. You're like, you're the one who thought it, not me. Let's see here. Jelly says, my parents aren't home. My little sister always wants me to make her some waffle and fluff mac and cheese. There you go. Evan says, I make spicy deer sausage. Oh, that sounds good, man. Eggs and cheese sandwich and use waffles and bread sometimes. Oh, ooh, that sounds good. You did 1,000 staying with a Mosin one time. See, my Mosin's too short. Mine's a carbine, so you wouldn't be able to get accurate. Hope your Pops is doing good too, man. He's been in my prayers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's probably like 98% better. Once in a while, he's a little foggy on his brain, but yeah, he's like 98%, 99%. So I'd say pretty much back to original condition, maybe? Not quite. Not quite original. Because that would be when he was a little tyke. Yeah. Gotta go. We got to go get the radiator. Okay. Hopefully you're finding a place that's open. What is my doggy doing? Glad to hear, brother. Yes. Yeah, it's a blessing. Prayer does things. Prayer does stuff. Yeah. Hey, what's up, FB? He's like, what's up? Not a lot. We just finished eating 4 waffles for our supper, at least for now. Bye, Jelly. Yep, see ya. Grilled says, I just found a Colt Mark 4 380 ACP. It's like a cold Mustang. It has a longer grip and steel frame. Interesting. FD's like, not much. What'd you do to, excuse me, what'd you do for the weekend? I ended up staying home for myself. I changed the oil in the van. I did a live on that and did some troubleshooting on my car, trying to figure out what its issues are with the misfire. What's up, David? He is in the dungeon waiting for something to pop off. That got put away. That was the 320. It got put away. Is she back? Back again? Oh, we hope not, Murray. Waffles for supper. Bachelor? I am a bachelor, yeah. But I eat breakfast food all the time for supper. Yeah, I knew you meant Colt. What you got? A little. Who's that? Oh, it's a picture of Waffle. There you go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. This thing's still tracking me? Oh, yeah. Still tracking me. It shut off for a little bit there. Evan, let's see. Oh, thank you, Mr. Zero Cool, for the happy poop. Is that for my digestive system? Hey, guess what? Chicken butt. Chicken butt. I don't know, Murray. What's that? I think my dog Canella is chasing her tail out there. Elijah's like, what? Yeah, we know what he's going to say. No, not chicken butt. I do not know what. I do not know why. I do not know where. David says, what kind is that green handle one on the ground? Green handle? Oh, that. It looks green. It's actually more of a tan. I guess it's kind of a green. I don't know. That is a Delton AR-15. It's a DTI 15. AR-15, yeah. Next to it is the AK-47 7.62x39, and that's the 338 Lapua right there. Yep. Yes, sir. Camilla, were you chasing your tail? Huh? Were you chasing your tail? Let me see if her tail's wet. Yep, her tail's all wet. She was chasing it. She's going in circles chasing her tail. You don't go anywhere fast that way, Canella. No. Goofy. Goofy. Canella's funny. Canella? Canella, what are you doing? She wants to lick that plate some more. Anyways, got the van oil changed, got the wheel light reset. I need to change my car oil sometime, but I didn't have any oil or filter. I did some troubleshooting on the car, trying to figure out why it has this random misfire. It used to be number 1. I didn't have any codes for cylinder number 1. I had codes for cylinder number 3 this time. And that is when I repaired that squirrels got into it. And so I looked at all the connections, make sure it was all good, and taped it all back real nice. I cleaned the MAP sensor, the manifold absolute pressure. I did not have cleaner for the mask airflow sensor, the MAF. I did blow it out with my mouth, not forced air, because that'd be bad for it. Double tap screen in like a mellow cool dude. Thank you, appreciate it. Do you get more people coming in on YouTube lives or Twitch streams? Twitch is barely less than YouTube. Now, YouTube, when it first starts out the live, I'll get what I think I had 15 in here a little bit ago. That's more than on Twitch. Just because I only have... Well, Twitch actually does alert. I do have 31 or 32 followers over there. Or is it 33 now? But not everybody pops in. There's usually like 2 or 3 that usually come in. But like right now, we only have 5 people in here. If that. I mean, it might be more. It's very inaccurate. Unfortunately, YouTube does not. It's very accurate. But I did a Twitch day before yesterday, I think it was. All right, let me close that one down. Let's see here. Ledge says okay. Yep. Let's see here. Let me put another poll up. What's up, Windu? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming by. Let's see. Let's do a little friendly, questionnaire here. There we go. See, I just had Waffles. So. He says he's just chilling. Okay, I'm doing good. Can't complain. Just got finished eating my waffles. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I saw it, Murray. Chicken butt. I did. What do you want, Canella? Oh, what do you want? Hi. Sourdough flapjacks. That would be pancakes, yeah. Nice. Waffles, they hold the butter and maple in better. Yeah, that is the nice thing about it, too. If you're wanting to make them yourself, they take longer. You got to have a special cooker for them versus pancakes you can do in a frying pan or a griddle. Like one of those flat griddles that you'd fry, eggs and sausage on anyways, or bacon. Yeah, waffles you have to have this special thingy, a waffle maker. For some reason, YouTube won't let my friend watch streams, so he watches on Twitch. Interesting. Show the dog. Oh, her nose was in here. Had a nice Barani from one of the brothers. Biryani? What in the world's that? Biryani. I have no idea what that is, Windu. Maybe expound on that a little bit. I haven't heard of that. I do not know what that is, my friend. I do not know. Because my brain is fried. Eat the rice dish. That sounds very good. It sounds very good to the tummy. Very good indeed. There we go. I like rice stuff, so that does sound good. Did it have any meat in it, or just like flavors in the rice? Still got a little bit of, feels like syrup on my lippies. Meat and rice with flavor and spices. Beef. Ooh, there we go. It's going to be our next question here coming up. See, we got 4 votes. Waffles and pancakes are tied right now. They bring back that accident again. How do you bring back that accident? I do not know. Can you please bring it back? You have to move your head a little bit so that it works all right. Hey, Canella. Here she is. There's Canella. Except the thing might get mixed up thinking there's 2 heads and jump all over the place. I cannot decide. Flapjacks are just sourdough starter, a pinch of salt, and baking soda fried in bacon grease or lard. There you go. Thank you for my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have a nice day. Come again. Come again, Canella. Thank you. Come again. What do you want? You want your pillow? I think she wants her pillow in here and just to chill on the floor like she did last night. Let me go get it. Oh, you want some water? She might want some water. Let me, yeah, that's what I have up here, the questionnaire. Let me get her some water real quick. I think that might be what she wants. Have some water, Canella? Yeah, I think that's what she wanted. She needed some water. I forgot they drank it up earlier. All right, what do we got? Washington, I already read that one. I can't decide. He says, you imitate South Indian. You're from India. Are you from India? Maybe not. Maybe so. I do not know. Because I am local. Yippers. I still got my work shirt on when I was cleaning the van, or changing the oil in the van. Hello, I'm kicking. You're kicking it. Uh-oh. That must hurt. Hopefully it's not yourself. I mean, I can. If you're standing up, you swing your foot backwards and bam, hit your bottom. I can do that. I'm kind of flexible, so that helps. Not quite as flexible as I used to be, thanks to some injuries I had. This knee and this ankle. My left one. My left knee and my left ankle. Yes, sir. Can you tell us a story, please? Oh. My other channel is the one I usually tell stories on. My outdoor adventure channel, or it's called Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. That's one I usually tell stories on. Let me see. I got an idea. All right, let me put this off. Campfire story. Like a scary one. I don't know if I have any of those. Let me put up another poll. and this will kind of help explain. Actually, it's a questionnaire I want to do. If I can do a questionnaire, cancel that out. Sometimes it'll let me do a questionnaire, other times it won't. Let's see here. I forgot to turn on all messages again. I just did right now. Earlier I did it, and Papa Pew Pews for some reason said, "There we go." I was looking for the questionnaire. Here we go. All right. I have a question here for you guys, and I will answer it myself if my finger gets out of the way here. There we go. Let's see. Somebody said double something. What was that? I think I missed something. Oh, double tap. There we go. Once upon a time. Yep. In the land far, far away. Yeah. No, I have the question here. It says, any surprise birthday parties? Like when you're growing up, did you ever have one? The reason why I asked that is because a long, long time ago, when I was 10, my brother Jordan and I, he's right up above me, liked playing dress up. I think it was my 10th birthday. And we dress up like either cowboys and Indians or Daniel Boone. My mom made some like Indian looking, Daniel Boone looking brown like PJ bottoms with ruffles on the side and a shirt that matched, and then we had coonskin caps. Anyways, we were playing dress up one day on my birthday, in June of 2000, year 2000. That's when I turned 10. And Canela, what do you want? And then my oldest brother, at that point, he rarely ever played dress up with us. And he decided to dress up himself like a cowboy. I think that day we were dressed up like cowboys. And I thought it a little strange because he normally didn't do that. But then, like, all of us three boys went down to our lower land because we lived on a hill, and we would go down lower and play. So we were playing in the dirt, like cowboys and Indians or something. I don't know all what. And during that time, some of our family friends that we homeschooled with, they showed up without me even knowing anything about it, and were hiding behind a cabinet, so that when I came inside, I came around the corner, and all of a sudden they're like, "Surprise! Happy birthday!" So I thought that was kind of cool. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I had any other surprise. My brother Jordan one time had a surprise, but unfortunately, the foster boy we had at the time knew about it, and he accidentally spilled the beans, if I recall. Which we ended up adopting him. That was the last one we foster cared. And then, did I have any other surprise birthday parties? My dad did. So when I was 3, my dad had his 30th birthday. I was just so 3. It was a month after my birthday, a few days. Now, your head's getting in the way. And for his 30th birthday, when he got home from work, we were all chilling in the kitchen. Can I move back? And he showed up back from work. And we all like sprung out in front of him, just like in the kitchen when he came through the side door by the carport. Surprise! You know? Yep. What's up, Michigan? How's it going? What's the 20 for? 20th like? Oh, 20 likes. Awesome. Thanks, Michigan. Appreciate it. How's your day going? Or weekend? How did it go? So yeah, I remember those. I'm trying to think if any of my other siblings had a surprise birthday. Maybe. What kind of dog was that? That's a German Shepherd. She's a light-colored German Shepherd. That's why I call her Cinnamon. She looks kind of like a cinnamon color in a way. The other one, I think he's inside the bedroom. That's Skittles. He's that Queensland Heeler, red Queensland Heeler. She's not on my channel as much because she doesn't go outdoors with me, like hiking and stuff, like Skittles does, because she's old. She's like 13 years old. Or 14, something like that. I got her in 2019, found her on the side of the road. She was probably like 5 or 6 then. Let's see, 59F here yesterday and 4 inches of snow today. Canetta, do you want your bed? Do you want your bed? We were chilly today. I don't know if you saw my short or not of the mountains around me here have snow all over them. My dad a surprise birthday party for his 50th a couple years ago. There you go. My dad has been... I have surprised my parents a lot and just showed up. They didn't even know I was coming. Not for anything special, just to show up. I was given a surprise 17 party. Hey, Minty! How's it going? How was your day? Sorry I never showed up because I wasn't sure what to do. It was kind of all up in the air. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I ended up working on my car after my van. Had 5 raccoons on my trap line yesterday. 5 of them, wow. Let me go get Canella's little bed. She might want to be sitting in here. Canella, you want your bed in here? So my roommate went to go ice skating. He asked me if I wanted to come along because he was already at the rink. I said, well, outside. They have that outside rink here still. I said, no, I'm sorry. Last time my feet got so messed up that I decided I'm not going to go tonight. It would have been nice, though. Missed a yote by 3 inches. A coyote? It was cold and windy here all day. Not much fun. Yeah. So the wind quit after a while, thankfully. It was a little breezy. I think I mentioned to you, oh yeah, it finally is getting a little breezy. And it was chilly then. And then once the sun got far enough that way, in the afternoon when I was working on my car, the car was in the shade, the front hood part, where I was trying to figure out why it's misfiring. What's up, Jaden? Yes, those are lever actions. And the sign says this on it. N-O-T. So yeah. Let's see, I need to update my Armors book. Added a few more pews in the last 6 months. Yeah, I need to make one myself. I have ideas and I have stuff in places, but not everything together. And I need to make one. Let's see here. Yeah, coyote had a traces 3 inches from my trap pan. There you go. Hey, guess what? Dragon Ball. Don't know much about that. I need to put my feet in front of the heater here. They're a little cold, my piggies. Windu, aye. May the force be with you. Found a printable sheet and keep in 3-ring binder. Printable. Oh, where you just fill it in? Serial numbers, models, and all that? Cool. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, obviously this is not May the Force be with you. Yeah, I know it is. That's why I went, I know it is. Seeing if I could get you guys. Bring a little heater by my toes a little nicer. My toesy toes. The little piggies are getting cold. Wait, is it your birthday? No, it's not. It was somebody else's there. I was just talking about birthday surprises in general. As, if it's ever happened. It's a Jewish symbol for peace. Really? Like this? Or like this, where you twist the two together and do that? They just took it. Took it? Oh, okay. Why did the little tracking thing shut off? I do not know. There we go. There we go, my friend. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful day. How's all that going, my friend? What's up, Gilly? It's a copy. Okay, cool. It's very cool, my friend. Thank you so much for coming back. Oh, I'm so happy. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Canella decided she didn't want to come in here and lay on the bed, the pillow anymore. I don't know why. I don't know. She was in here earlier, just sleeping on the floor. Well, not really sleeping, resting. guys are still awake. Maybe you put in your bed now. In the Mega Frieza Top Dog, he has the most potential. Mega Frieza? I have no idea what that is. I prefer Trigun over Dragon Ball. I don't even know what that one is. I know what Dragon Ball, I've heard of it, but I don't know what Trigun is. Let's see, I posted a video about 2.5 hours ago, and it has almost 1,400 views. My best friend. Is it a short or an actual video? And Gilly, I don't know why, but I don't have the notifications. As far as I know, I have yours on. Because when you used to go live, I'd have it on. Tribune is a 90s anime and manga. Or manga, however you pronounce it. Let me, it's a short. See, shorts, I don't know if you get, I get some alerts from people's shorts, but not everybody's. I like North Star. Is that another cartoon or anime or something? Excuse me. Transformers. I do know that one. Seen some of the movies years ago. As well as a long time ago, some of like the 80s and 90s Transformer videos. When I was in before I was even I was probably maybe 7 or 8. We'd go to a friend's house and they had it playing. Fist of North Star is very good. Windu says, "Yep." Yeah, unfortunately, there was a few of them that weren't quite as good. It's because, in my opinion, because Michael Bay wasn't the one doing it, even though some people don't like his videos. I think he is coming back to make the next one, maybe, or something. I forget. Haven't seen a notification from Gil in a while. Same. I wonder if mine got shut off. You know how YouTube is. My most favorite anime is Akira. Started it all for me. Don't even know what that is. And is YouTube being a stinker? Oh, it's not that they're being, they are. And worse. They're the thing that is stinky. A pile of quap. Okay, I'm back. I just went to go watch Gilly's shorts. Oh, there you go. Akira. See, I don't even know what that is. Canella, you gonna come over here and chill on your pillow I brought over? Yeah, I don't even know what Akira is. YouTube is too left to even go straight. They're just always wandering left. Like that. Yeah. Bro, why are we talking about anime? Let's go back to guns. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta see if I can find that. How you guys like my new gimbal? Look, works pretty cool, huh? I like Wonky Donkey Mate. It's like Wonky Donkey Mate. I don't even know what that is. No problem, Gilly. Or do you mean this thingy is? How it moves with me. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's Wonky Donkey. Uh-huh. I'm so happy with this thingy. So 303 British versus 8 million Mauser. Go. Oh. Ooh. That's a hard one. I like the Humble a lot. Yeah, this isn't a Humble. This is a Hohem V3 Ultra. It actually costs more than most DJI ones, especially the original price. If you're talking about this, this gimbal was on sale for $130 something, I think, or was it $160 something? They also have an M6, which right now is on sale for like $118 with the coupon. It's similar to this, but it does not have the removable remote with the screen on it. It's non-removable. Now the M7 is removable, but that one's $200 something, $280 I think. This one was, I think, before on sale. It's maybe $180 or right around $200. Yeah, this one's the V3 Ultra. They have a V3 normal one with the camera that tracks, but it does not have the removable gimbal, the little screen. As in an 8mm versus 303, I think I prefer the 303 British. Myself, personal preference. I'd say ballistic wise, they're about the same. Mosin Nagant's a smaller bullet but fatter, as in like the shell. I need to put a link. Here it is right here. It doesn't know what it is, so it's jumping all over. It thinks it's two faces. Here it is. Of course, it's reverse. It also extends out right here. So you can almost be like a selfie stick. Yeah, this is the iSteady V3 Ultra Hohem. It had better reviews than the DJIs. A lot of the DJIs were coming to people's house used already. Let's see, how's that hat treating you? Comfy, quality, comfy? Yes. I had to get used to it lightly pushing on my ears because it's a little deeper than the ones I'm used to, the Carhartt ones. So it puts a little bit of pressure on your ears. Definitely comfy. Quality seems decent. They're both capable of smooth shooting. Yeah. I have both cartridges, and the 8mm Mauser delivers tighter groups, but 303 British has less recoil. Especially, they all have metal butt plates, so they all hurt a little bit. Cameras like the tracking gun in Aliens. Yeah, I know, right? You're like, oh, cool. But yeah, this one is the V3 Ultra. But I need to put a link in. Somebody was saying I need to put it in the Discords, because that way if someone wants it, this will be perfect for tracking me when I'm shooting and tracking when I'm hiking. Next is the drone, right? Someone made a real rifle with a movement tracker. Now that would be a gun. Yeah, right? What's up, creator? I was thinking more like the one from the Fifth Element. I've never seen Fifth Element. That has, what's her name, Metrovich in it? Forget her word first name is. She plays in Resident Evil and one of the Three Musketeers and forget what else. Can't remember what her name is. That was like her first movie I think she ever got in. Maybe not quite. I think it was her first big movie. Judge Dredd's gun was the best. Which one? They had 1 and 2. There we go, Mila Metrovich. There's also that Mila something too, but something else. I'm hungry, I'm doing a fast. Okay. As in a mandatory fast or for religious reasons or... Because or for prayer. I fast off and on for prayer when I have a need for something that I'll go ahead and skip breakfast a lot of times. Handheld and use energy and could fire anything. That sounds unique. 48 hours. Okay, I've never gone farther than 48 hours, I think that was. Fasting is good, bro, for the soul. Yep. Yeah, definitely. The creator, what day you on? My dad did a 40-day fast one time. Wow, Gilly. Like nothing? Or, well, you'd have to have water. Just kind of wanted to do one, not really for any reason. Gotcha. Fifth Element, the ZF1. I think that might be the one I saw a documentary on that said how they made that, if I recall. If it's the one I'm thinking of. There was like some short about it, of how they made it. It looked unique. Literally nothing but water and tea for 40 days. Gotcha. Let's see, Moses in the Bible did 40 days and 40 nights, and Jesus did 40 days and 40 nights. Jonah did a few days in the belly of the whale. Forget what else. When he was in that belly of the great fish. It's technically probably a whale, but... Let's see. Oh yeah, the ZF1 with the tracking bullets and self-destructive bullets. Self-destructs button. So the thing itself would go boom? Or the bullet would? As it gets to it, you push a button and boom. Going to head out. See, Elijah, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought it was Miletrovich or something. In it, yeah. Jovovich, something like that. That's why we do random Ramadan. That's why we do Ramadan to Clessus the soul. I think that was a typo. Gilly says yes. Yes to which one? The bullet goes boom, or the FR1 or whatever it was. Ramadan. Oh, got you. ZF1, there we go. Had destruction button, big and red, LOL, stupid. Megalore. Let's see, someone's on a live right now on Twitch. It's our fasting month. Gotcha. Yeah, I would usually fast for during times of prayer. In a morning. There was one time I fasted breakfasts for a whole month because I was in need of a good decision for a friend of mine, for her to have clarity of mind, and so I would only eat 2 meals a day, which was pretty easy once I got used to it. Yep. Any new pew-pews on your mind? Let's see. Was I looking at any recently? I had a couple that I saved and put some bids on, but they went too high. K91? No, a K31. All of them, yeah. A K31, it's a straight pullback Swiss. Because the one that was at the pawn shop disappeared. 0, we haven't put it in yet. Fasting for the sake of God is fantastic. Yes. So, it says with prayer and supplication, let your requests be known unto God. It also says with prayer and fasting is way that demons can be conquered. And so if there's something serious in life and you're serious in life, fasting is a good thing to do in prayer. I actually had the Waffle and the TX22 in the room. I didn't take it out yesterday. I see it is in here. But no, I haven't put it in yet. I need to get the punches. Never ate breakfast. I've made 5 to 10 times in the last 10 years. Okay. The same, yes. He's the creator. God? Oh, yes, he is. Yep. Yep. Creator of all. 23 likes. 8 people in the chat. Thank you for coming by to Desert Armory and More. We do gun content, as you see here. We also do a shooting, a little bit of ballistics. We're going to do some more ballistic stuff. So we did a ballistic testing with these lever actions about a month ago. We need to do some more ballistic testing with pistols now. I had a poll up, what should I do ballistic testing with? Revolvers or lever actions? Lever actions one, so we'll do revolvers again sometime. We also do mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking, stuff like that. We have it on this channel as well as the other one. What's up, CTV? How you doing? Call you 99 bro, Easer. Who's that? CTV says, yo, what up, bro? Just chatting. Just chatting. We did a oil change in the van today, the work van Sprinter. Did some diagnostics on my little car, trying to figure out why it's misfiring. Randomly. It used to be number 1 cylinder, now it's number 2. I cleaned the map sensor, blew off the mass airflow sensor. I didn't have any cleaner for it. Yeah, I did some troubleshooting, trying to figure out why the power steering isn't working. It's got a control box. It can be like one of 4 or 5 things. To the guy called Creator. Oh yeah, his name. He's the Creator 1099. Yeah. TN the guy. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I just call him Creator. Doing pretty good. What about you? I myself, I'm doing fine, as far as I know. Voice is 100% back to normal, I think. For a while, I had like a frog in my throat right here for started the Tuesday before last or something. It's a new-ish car. Mine? No, it's a 2010. So it's 15 years old. 16, almost. My shirt had 2 views from notifications. You're short. Only 2 views. There's an app for that. App for what? What did you tell you? Oh yes, I have one. I have the special plug-in where I can actually tell it to do stuff. It's bi-directional. I can tell it to shut off certain injectors. So I wanted to make sure the injectors were working right. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Gilly. I could shut off the fuel pump. I could turn on the fuel pump. I could shut off spark, which actually that one I didn't find yet. Trying to figure out why it was a random misfire, and then trying to find out what's up with the steering. It has the option to scan with the steering, but for some reason it says it's not compatible with my car. Kind of a bum deal. Works on it if it has an OBD port on the car. Correct. Yep. Yeah, there's one called Carly. I don't have that one. Mine is actually Gear Wrench brand, believe it or not. They came out with one. I don't think I have it in my pocket anymore. It's a cube thing about this big. That's their Gear Wrench yellow. It's like a yellowish orange. That plugs in your OBD2. You download the app, and it's bi-directional control. Checks your ignition coils. You can swap them around one by one following a bad boot. I have the once the boot cracked. Okay, I tried that creator last time when number 1 was misfiring. I switched it to number 2, and it stayed in number 1. Now, it's in number 3, and number 1's fine. Now, number 3 is one that's a squirrel tube that I fixed a while ago with solder. And so I untaped it all. It looked fine. I just made sure they were real tight and taped them all back up. Checked the spark plugs for number 2 and 3. Number 3 was the bad one. Don't know what. Hi, Mace. I've been in the chat for a bit. Yep. Did you chance the battery recently? Change the battery. No, it's been a little while. About 2 years. KIB lifting weights. There you go. Would consider a 2010 to be a new car, but I drive a 74 Super Sun Bug. Super Sun. I've heard of Super Beetle. Just noted you, Gilly. I used to do it more fun streamings on Twitch because then you can touch them. Eventually, yeah. Hi, Awesome Armory. What's up, Amaya? Sorry. Got not fun. Yeah, I knew what you meant. What's up, Full Throttle? Double tap that screen, folks. Appreciate you coming in. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good to see you in the chat. I love old cars. Me too. You said a 74. Is that like is it an actual Beetle? Like a VW Beetle? I thought they made those last, the older version. Maybe it was in the 70s. Yeah, it might have been. I forget. Alright, let me shut this off real quick. Close this down. 611. So I got back up to 7,720 today because I got one subscriber while I was streaming earlier, while I was doing my oil change. And then I literally lost it as soon as I got it. It makes no sense. I get one, lose it. Get one, lose it. Get one, lose it. I have a 92 Mazda B260144, a 4x4 that needs an engine rebuild. Oh, there you go. A B6 260. That's their little pickup, right? Well, yeah, 4-wheel drive. What's your favorite AR-10 that you own? I only have our AR-15. I only have one, so it's actually my worst and my favorite. It is right there. It's a Delton. It's just peeking its head up over there. It's a Delton. It's right around 800 beans. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I know. It's YouTube. I keep telling them about it, that it's having problems, technicalities or whatever. And they just keep saying, oh, that's normal. It's normal. It's like, no, not to get 20 and it doesn't ever show up. Those monsters are just like a rebranded Ford Ranger, right? Some are. Some are. Yeah, probably, Maya. That's cool. I have the same one, actually. Oh, really? Yeah, this one looks, it's got Magpul tan on it. Came with it. OD green, tan, whatever it is. And then I have a Vortex red dot strike fire on it with a 3-time magnifier. 99, even the Focus RS has a Ranger engine. Used to have an ST. The ST is, and the Focus actually is a different motor, the RS, because it's made to have a lot more power than the ST. It's been retuned and redesigned. Now the ST might, although they don't make Rangers. Yeah, they do make Rangers still. Most of them have 6 cylinders in them now, though. Yep, I got an Audi now. Good cars. Nice. Wendy says, yep. I've been in back pain today again. Oh, that's not fun. I know all about back pains. I had a herniated disc when I was 19, or was it 20? And had therapy for 5, 6 months on it. Got the muscles built up around it, pushed it back in, but because of that, I have arthritis in my back. Air-cooled Beetle was imported into the U.S. until the mid-'80s. Okay, manufactured in the 2000s. Yeah, but it's a totally different one. The 2000 ones is a totally different Beetle. I'm meaning the old style. Still car shopping. I've been borrowing somebody's that has an extra car this last week. Well, I feel bad for Brookside. 2 of his got wrecked. One got totaled by a deer or something, and the other one got totaled by his wife, the Honda Civic. My back and legs are hurting bad today. Yeah, when my back hurts, my legs hurt too because it pinches the nerves for my legs. Swimming very good or yoga for your back. Swimming, I know for a fact is because when I had the therapy, they said swimming and bike riding, believe it or not. The stationary bike is actually what I would go on at the therapy, but they said a regular bike was okay too after a while. That's why I feel dear. Yeah, the Civic. Everybody's fine, thankfully, but totaled the Civic of theirs. Sciatic pain is worst. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. God bless him. I know, right? Maybe it's the weather. Yeah, the weather, the cold does affect my my injuries. My broken ankle I had, my messed up knee on the same leg, and my back. Yep, my left leg got tortured. Any crash you can walk away from is a blessing. There you go. Yep. I've been in one that I caused. I've been in one that my brother caused by accident. Duh, they're an accident, right? I've witnessed a few. The old style of air-cooled Beetles was made into the 2000s. The new abomination is not a Beetle. Yeah, they call them super Beetles, maybe. I don't know. So also, did you know, Eastern, the little VW bugs, I mean, not the bugs, the vans, they still make those brand new in other countries, but they look old. Obviously, they came out with the new one, and I forget what the newest one's called. I think it's electric. It only gets 200 something miles on it, though. But they actually made, over in Brazil, we had some friends that bought a brand new one, and this was like back in 2012, 2015, something like that. They bought a brand new VW bus. It looked like an old one, the old Beetles. My mom has the same back issue. She fell off a bike. It's been so cold. Yeah, it's cold here too. Your thoughts on ice shooting incident? Oh, that. To me, it was justifiable. Maybe that's not having, like, I feel bad for the lady. I feel bad for her children. But what I do not like is the media only shows the 2 pictures of the side where you don't show the evidence of him getting out of the way and getting pushed over. And he almost lost his footing because he had to rush out of the way real quick because she was ramming him. They told her to stop and get out of the car. She didn't. She didn't comply. She whipped around her front nose real quick and took off. And his past history was being dragged by a car 6 months before that. So he's like fearing for his life. He almost got ran over. The body cam, unfortunately, 0. They're not showing the body cam. There's a couple news outlets that were popping up a suggestion, which is all the liberal ones. And it's not showing them. There was one video that says new evidence showing. They never show the new evidence in the video. We're like, where's the new evidence in this video? Audi is VW, Porsche is owned by them. Correct. So is Bugatti. And I think some of Lamborghini, believe it or not. What's up, Russell? But yeah, correct. Body, I did hear about that. That if there was going to have body cams, which a lot of them don't have body cams of the ICE, because they're not really required to. But yeah, it was, to me it was defense. Well, I like to look at all sides. There are bad people, good and bad cops as well. Oh, correct. I would not, like, if there was total proof that he just did it for the know-how, anywho, just because he was mad, Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, you shouldn't have did it. There are two different VW buses that are in current production. One is liquid cooled and looks like the 78 buses with the radiator. The other is electric. Yeah, the electric one looks disgusting. But yeah, the current new one, they have them over in Brazil. Again, getting assaulted and spit on. Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. They're showing it now. Which news? Probably Fox, right? Or the Epochs. What's the other conservative one? I forget. But like all the liberal ones, CNN, SNBC, ABC, ABS, whatever it's called, ABC, they were not showing the other angle. Follow constitutional law. Auditors. That was me 45 minutes ago. Oh, you! Someone assaulted and spit on you? Dude, that ain't nice. Sorry about that. What in the world? That ain't nice. No mainstream, but some YouTube channels got the body cam footage. Oh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find that. Because the mainstream that was popping up as suggestions of the current happenings, which is all the protesting for this, it's the dumbest box of rocks. They're doing their job. He's defending himself, and now they're spitting on him. Yeah. Yep. Didn't like my body cam. Oh, you had one too? What in the world? Out there, so protect yourself. Yeah, demons. Yep, definitely. Well, Russell's got God on his side. He's a believer, so he's got God on his side. And if God wants, when God says it's his time, just like mine, it'll happen. By some means. Natural causes, by persecution, or Christ coming. Louder with Crowder, got it and showed it. Definitely self-defense. Louder with Crowder. Crowder Bits I follow, but I don't know about Louder with Crowder. Maybe it's the same one. They all get tested. Yep. Crowder Bits I follow, but I'm not sure about Louder with Crowder. I might have to see if I can screenshot that real quick. Let me look that up. My finger might end up getting in the way because I got to reach in funny here because my case is halfway off. I can't fit it in there. I can't get it in there, mate. It's too far in. Anyways, let me see here. We all get tested. Yep. I need to see how my brother's doing over there in California. I called him on his birthday. It was the 23rd of last month. See how work's going for him and see if he's got any projects where I can come over to help him. That way maybe I can make a little bit of something while I'm away from home. Because I can't really afford to be away without making money right now. Bills, you know. Overton Windex just went live. Good for him. He's a gun advocate. Channel. Windex. Interesting name. Overton Windex. That Whizzle is like G.I. Joe, the bad guy. Yep. Been a while. I forget what song that is. I don't know why it just popped in my head now. But now that I'm whistling, yeah, I know what that one is. Yeah. Can't go as high pitch with that whistle. Can't go as low either. He's a jolly good fellow. Yeah, there we go. That is it. Actually, he was an unhappy bad fellow. Conniving little weasel. Yes, sir. Here we go again. Alright, the two front mount engine cars of the new Beetle. Yeah, new Beetle. The A5 Beetle and the Super Beetle was an air-cooled rear mount engine with the McPherson struts that was produced alongside the original Beetle. McPherson struts. Okay, there you go. Huh. The A5 Beetle. I forget what that is. You said it's called the Super Beetle, or maybe that is the Super Beetle. He was imitating the president. Oh, correct. Yeah. Yep. He also did that whistle before he was imitating him, too. I'm trying to blank on what they called him.
I do not remember, my friend, because my mind is very bad. I cannot remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what the bad guy's name was. One was his sister's boyfriend, was it? Or no, his sister's brother. Then the other one, he was the bad guy with the mask on. And the other one, I forget what his name was. Let's see, the A5 is a current production. The Super Beetle was produced in the 70s. Okay. Gotcha, mate. Gotcha, mate. I do know the newer the Beetle, the bigger the taillights were in the back, because they start out pretty small, and the newer the Beetle, the bigger the taillights got in the back. Of the old style. The old style Beetle, the original, the actual Beetles. Yeah, I remember when those first came out, the old Beetle, the new Beetles. My grandpa was still doing body work, and he was saying they were so hard to do body work on. Something about the way the panel goes from the front fender all the way to the back fender, or something. The way it was just hard to work on. He said. I think he said like that would be the C pillar, the back one by the back window. Went all the way to the A pillar, which I guess a lot of cars do that though. And down farther or something. It was just hard to do body work on them, he said.
Anyways.
I thought maybe I'd do body work one of these days, but never did. Thought it'd be neat to get into. That was probably the second job I thought I might get into. Like when I was younger, me and my sister had a friend that had a younger sister. We'd hang out and play together. And she asked me what I wanted to always be, and I wanted to be a policeman. I forget what she said. And then another friend of mine said, well, if you're going to be a policeman, I want to be like a fireman, paramedic. That way if you get hurt. And then when I got older, I thought, well, I'll be a body man like my grandpa was. Never did. I mean, I've done a little bit myself. Yeah, the big tail lights are known as the elephant foot. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, they are a lot bigger. And they're almost like flat on the facing side. Only body work I do is lifting weights. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. I have some dumbbells in here somewhere. Here we go. Here's one. The other one's in here somewhere. Probably on the other side. I got these right here. Got a little bit of Dougie here on it. These are 15 pounders right here. What's up, Jack Knowles? Jack? These are 15 pounders. Then I have a weighted ball that's 10 pounds where you kind of do your exercises with your ab workout. With it, you pull your legs up, put it to the side, push your legs down, put it to this side, bring it back up, just back and forth. What's up, Stifler? To aid the way? It's the second way. The first way is through Jesus Christ. But 2A is the second way. Appreciate you coming by. How was your weekend? What'd you end up doing? I changed oil in the van, which maybe you were on or not. I can't remember. And then after that live, I was tinkering on my car trying to figure out some ailments it has. Say as you get older, grip legs are most important, but make sure you get good muscle mass and bone density. Yep. Bone density, so when you're older and fall, you're less likely to break a hip. Because hips, once you break a hip, see, my grandma broke her hip a couple months back. Probably 6 months ago. She had to get some surgery done on it. We're like, uh-oh, it ain't good. Wendy says, hey, Stiffy. Measure Stiffy. Yep. Ripping for shot show still. We're dealing with more than a few Californian requests. More than a few. Private or companies? If it's companies, it might be worth you still sending there, huh? I was on DeBosch this morning. I think it was this morning. He was also on this afternoon, too. I think it was mid-afternoon. I think. I'm trying to remember. I forget. But he was talking about how they needed a permit, not just shipping stuff, to get something over to the California. They had to apply for a permit to ship it over there. Like permission more than the norm. It was weird. The muscle and tendons will muscle memory pivot fail. Yep. For Ozempic makes you get brittle bones. Possibly. A lot of private requests. We have a couple FFLs that may be willing to work with us to get local some slides. Nice. Weren't they making California, though, that every gun part that comes into it needs to be shipped to an FFL? I thought, even though it doesn't have a serial number on it, which is unconstitutional beyond measure, because it's not even a registered. It's not a registered part. Drinking and eating junk is not good for the bones either. Correct. Yeah, and I eat a lot of cheese and a lot of milk. Drink a lot of milk. I drink cheese and eat milk. So I should have decent strong bones, although I broke my ankle real bad one time. But hey, I had a transmission that weighed like 200 pounds land on it really hard and break it. Yeah, California's getting pretty messed up now. Yeah, it is. Yep. Mr. Newsom, had to correct myself there. Had to clear my throat. He ruined the state. And he lost the vote the one time, and he still got in somehow. Every single part needs to be ID checked, even non-filled items. Correct, which makes no sense, because then they're going to charge for that, and it's even going to be more to get parts in. And you have to check the ID against their shipping address. Then every part shipped needs to be signed for by the receiver, and the center needs to keep a record of the transaction ID. That is so unconstitutional. It's not a part that's registered. They don't care if the laws are unconstitutional. They just want to keep people from doing anything because they know federal courts will take it at least a decade to make a decision. Yeah, like the open carry that got overruled. Hopefully it stays that way. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm putting my TV back together. You put it back in, it has the old tube style. Poof! Uh-oh. Wendy says, what about 3D printed? They can print temp parts. I know some stuff like that California's against. Arizona's fine with it. California's against it. Definitely an anti-freedom state. They'll rather blame their problems on the law-abiding. Correct. They ban, so the law-abiding can't even protect themselves while the bad guys still get. Mm-hmm. And then they defund the authorities, and then they whine and cry that they're not doing the job. California is or has passed laws against it. Correct. Yep. He said parts, though. Remember me, Rebel Doherty. I do not remember you. So maybe you're new. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Welcome to Desert Armory and More. Whoops, sorry, I hit my stand there. How's your evening going? Flat screen Samsung, the one from the 80s still works fine. Big, go figure. Oh, those really big ones? Those boxy big ones? They're like that fat in a big old box, and they weigh like 200 pounds? No, I was in the last 3 lives. If you were Rebel, I did not see you. Like, I had a live this afternoon. I don't remember you popping in. I had one last night. I don't remember. Maybe you changed your name. I don't know. Rebel Doherty. Yeah, fortunately I do not remember you. I'm sorry about that. CRT TV. Is that what those are called? Those big old fat thingies. They were like the flat screen of the day. Like only the rich people had them. I had my parents, my mom had some cousins that either won the lottery or some lawsuit, and that's one of the things they bought with their money they got. That, a huge above ground swimming pool. It's a small one, it only weighs 50 pounds. Only. Cathode ray tubes. Oh, is that what CRT stands for? I've seen online that makes parts to turn semi to that. It lasts so many shots, like 1K or 800 hard plastic crazy. Oh, okay, got you. That's actually not legal. No legal. Because technically it needs registered properly. Mm-hmm. Anywho. Hi. Oh, it can be. It definitely can be. But it's not supposed to be. Yeah. There we go. Somehow this thing can connect via Bluetooth. I'm not sure how. The little remote shows a little Bluetooth thing. Maybe that's when you pull it out. It turns to Bluetooth? No. It was in Russian. Well, they have different laws over there, so. Yeah, you need a class 3. Yep. With SOT to manufacture, so that's probably at least 29 years in federal. Yeah. Whoops, it caught my hands thinking it was a person's face. That was weird. Yeah, I know what you mean there, creator. I'll remove that, honestly, that one just in case. There we go. It's back to normal, I think. It was catching my hands on the bottom. I don't know why. I didn't know why, mate. I didn't know why. What was I going to say? What I like about 3D printing in general is, like, if you have this part that you can't find for a car that's, like, ancient, and it's like, if you can find, like, a 3D plan of it online, print it, or make your own plans. Get the measurements, mic it, put it in your system. I think that's really cool. And then you don't have to wait for shipping. You just wait a couple hours and it prints it for you, like overnight maybe. Like different, you got to make sure you have the right, obviously the proper plastics for whatever you're making it for. Like, I'm thinking of like radiator parts, like those little plastic pieces that you actually press on when you're working on a car and it breaks. And you're like, now I got to wait till the part comes in or whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking of these old classic cars. Yeah, cool to make custom parts. Yeah, that would be really neat. It's one stage before Star Trek style replicator. Yeah, true that. Or even prototype parts to machine. Yeah, for like metal or like, yeah, if you want to make a model of something before you actually machine the actual part, you can make it, a nice sculpture of it. Then go from there, yeah. Oh, last night's live got more likes than this one. Oh, I think I got 50 something, or right at 50. Excuse me. We were on, I think, just over 2 hours last time. We've been on this one an hour 24. Of course, the last one I was on this afternoon was like maybe an hour and a half, an hour and 15, I forget. Because after I was done working on the van, we chatted for a while. Yeepers. Make be a DeLorean with flux capacitor. Oh, there you go. Done that before to test fit the part, then actually get it machined. Oh, there you go. Yeah. If the printer's a good printer. Okay, TV is working again. I'm not sure what I fixed, but I cleaned it all out and it works now. Shabang! Yep. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Don't get motion sickness. Don't get motion sickness. I was able to screenshot that website, Eastern, and hopefully I'm going to look it up this evening for the firing pin. I'm either going to purchase it or just drop it off at the guns machine shop and have him make me one. I don't know how much you charge to make it and fit it. If he's going to charge like $100, that's kind of a bum deal because I was sold it as a working item. They felt bad about it because I told them, I said, hey, you know that lever action I bought from you? I said, hey, the firing pin just broke on it. It's like, what? And I said, yeah. The guy who sold it to you probably knew. He didn't tell you. Oh, sorry about that. It felt pretty bad. Then the gunsmith, he's like 25 years old, that makes parts for pew-pews. I asked him if he could make one for it. He said he could, but I don't know how much it's going to charge to make it as well as put it in for me. I told him part of the firing pin's still in there. Stiffer Susie's back.
I'm back. Welcome back, my friend. How are you doing?
Anyways, yeah, I need to get that going because I want to fire that thing. The way I have the shells now, they're too long to do to rack them, but I already have them loaded, so I have to do them one at a time. And then I'll cut them just a little bit. That way they'll rack inside the tube. They're brass. They're brass shells. I've got a few of them up there on top. Check numerous gun parts too. They have a lot of stuff. Yeah, I need to check them as well as Apex and another one. But there's this other site. I did check Numerix one time. They didn't have any. For the 1887 is the same pin. Let's see, you could 3D print pistol grip customs. I would be Black Ops. I think of the potential. There you go. I think the ones that are on that site say they require minor fitment. Gotcha. Kind of like an FRT, minor fitment. Although there's a few of them that say guarantee to work. I don't know if the one I bought was like that. I can't remember.
Excelsior Day, oh. Excelsior Day.
We debated doing aluminum or 3D printing grips a while back. Never got around it. There you go. If you can get measurements on a forum or something, you can always get one machined too. Yeah, it's a special type of steel, and then probably after they're done with it, then they harden it. But it can't be too hard because I guess this one, since it was so hard, it shattered. And maybe that's because, well, it's an old gun. It's from 1901. Yeah, 10 gauge, 1901. I need to get a bead for the site too. I just don't know what threads it is.
I do not know what threads are in it. No, sir.
Gonna be good. A guarantee. Not a guarantee, but a guarantee. Imagine a diamond cut barrel. Diamond cut? That'd be interesting. It'd be like a jeweled look, probably. I don't know. That's just popping in my head. I know they make jeweled, which I have a rifle that's a jeweled bolt, but it's fairly worn off, the jeweled, my 30-06. The 270 might have been originally. It would last forever. Diamonds are forever. Wasn't that an old James Bond movie? I think so. Oh, excuse me. I think that one had Roger Moore. Is that what his name was? Yeah, I think that Roger Moore played in that one. It's one of the longest going franchises. I guess they've been trying to figure out who's going to be the next actor because Daniel, whatever his name is, I'm drawing a blank on his last name. I keep wanting to say Radcliffe, but that's a different Daniel. He's the Harry Potter guy. Daniel Craig. He's not in anymore. I guess he passed away in the last time is what last one I heard. Some people were trying to replace him with a female. It's like, no, it's messing it all up. That's not what it was meant to be. Because they want to be politically correct. Guessing that you haven't ever watched The Cajun Chef. That is a Bond film. Cajun Chef? I don't think so. What year is that 10 gauge again? 1901. 1901. It used the same firing pin as the 1887. Let me try and find it. Yeah, someone looked it up last night and I did the screenshot. It was Eastern. Who's the Cajun Chef? And that is a Bond film. I mean, I've seen like all the regular ones. Two separate things. What's two separate things? Race or gender swapping is established. Characters the laziest of writing. They could write a female spy film. They just don't want to expand the effort. That's true. It was Sean Connery. Sean Connery actually, he did what? He did a couple, and then George what's his name? I said his name. Came back. Let's see here. He played a few. I just said his name a little bit ago. Roger Moore. And then Sean Connery came back for one or two more, and one of them's not very well known. It's not as well known. What is that one called? Never Say Never. That one is one that's not as well known because that's when Sean Connery came back. And he did one more film, I think. Never Say Never. I think that was what it's called. Never, never say never, never, never say never. Something like that. You've seen them all. Okay. I haven't. Hey, Travis. He said, what's up, boss? Just shooting the breeze, chatting with you as I'm getting tired here. How about yourself? What's up? What'd you do for the weekend, for today, on Saturday? I did oil changing, and I did a live of me doing that. I tinkered with my car, trying to figure out misfires on it, and trying to figure out why the power steering's not working. I need to do some more troubleshooting to figure out one of 5 things could be wrong with it, roughly. Supposedly there was a recall for the power steering, but when I put the VIN number in, it doesn't show it as an open recall. When I went to the dealership and gave them the VIN, they say, well, we never worked on it, so it should still be an open VIN. But it's not showing, it doesn't show we ever worked on it for the power steering. Only airbags. I'm like, what do I do then? They're like, well, not really sure. So I need to talk to the recall manager. I think the guy I talked to is just the service guy. I need to see if I can actually talk to a higher up boss. Maybe get some gears rolling. See you in a bit. Gotta go. Nice chat. God bless, bro. Be cool, guys. Or see y'all. See you, Windu. Got a race with my Grand National tomorrow, so I'm making sure that she's running right. Awesome. You got a Grand National. That has the 3.8 turbocharged. I've seen a couple of them. One I seen real up close. Years ago, I built a shed for a customer when I worked at the shed shop that had a Grand National. Neat vehicle. The other two that are neat is the Cyclone and the Typhoon. They have the 4.3 V6, which is the one like Blazers and stuff had them and S10s, but it's the older version that has injectors, not the spider wire injector setup like some of the other ones have. The Cajun Chef is an old cooking show that I was guessing you had never seen because you didn't recognize the phrase. This is going to be a good Garuti. No, yeah. Cajun Chef, never seen it. Chef, however you pronounce it. Chef is that one, because it doesn't have an I in it. Some chefs have an I in it, right? Cheif. Have a IS4 in my granite. What's an IS4? I don't even know what that is, unfortunately. Let's learn together. What's an IS4? Don't know. Because, yeah, they had the 3.8 liter in them. Which years later, they stuck a supercharger on the 3.8 on some Sentries, on the Buick Ultra, and on maybe another Buick might have had it. There might have been one or two others that had the supercharged. You have an L. Oh, it's an L. It looked like an I in my end. You have an LS4 Hellcat motor in it. Wow. Okay. Decided to go bigger, go out, go bigger, go home, huh? Wow. What you pushing? Like 800? I know from factory the Hellcat motor had 707, I think, or 717, something like that. And then, of course, they had the Demon that had 8 something, 840, I think. 845. The Hellcat, yeah, was the one that did pop the wheelies off the drag strip line, and was so powerful they actually got banned from drag stripping on the National Drag Strip Associations. There is a chef they cook. There is a chef they lead. Oh, a chief. There you go. Oh, I was thinking they were the same spelling, just pronounced differently. Okay. See, well, I thought chief was CHIEF, and I thought chef was CHEIF. Probably, I'm probably wrong. I don't have my tablet here with me. I was thinking there was a second spelling of it, chef and chief. I'm wrong. I'm sure. 1050. That I do big wheel races, which is 24-inch rims or bigger. Wow. How wide are the other way? Like your fats in the back. Are they like 16 wide, 18? With like a 9N in the back, a small shaft. Oh, looks like my auto tracking shut off again. Every once in a while it does. I don't know how to reset it. I think you wave your hand in front of it or something. I don't know. Because earlier I did this little thing and it shut off the one time. There it goes. It shut off. Which way to do to turn it back on? Dun, 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 dun. Or did I start here and go, So I know how to shut it off. How do I turn it on? Circle? Circle this way? This way? This way? No, that's not it. I know how to shut it off. How do I turn it back on? Let's see if I can shut it off again. Yeah, that shuts it off. How do I turn it back on? No, that doesn't do it. Start it here and go back. I don't know how to turn it back on. How do I turn it back on without pushing the button? I don't know. Alright, anywho. There might be, but there's the spelling on my old chef coat for back when I cooked for a living. There you go. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. It's probably just my brain acting funny. Give him a cup of water. Used to do cooking for a living. So I take it you're probably still a pretty good cook? I've been batching it for a long time. Plus, I liked cooking when I was younger, too. When I was younger, I did more baking, some cooking. Now that I've been batching for so many years, I cook. And I know how to cook pretty good. Make some good flavored stuff. Make good biscuits and gravy. I make some really good omelets, really good different egg dishes, like egg quiche stuff. What else do I make? I haven't made pies in a while. Cookies I haven't made in a while, but I used to do a lot of that stuff. What else do I make that's pretty good? Biscuits and gravy. I think I already mentioned that. Fried chicken, making that pretty good. Make the batter for it. Fried fish. Usually I just buy that already pre-battered though for myself if I don't want to take the time to do it. What else? I don't know. I can make pretty much whatever I want. Used to be a sous chef, so I can cook very good food when the mood hits me. A souse, S-O-U-S. A souse or a Zeus? That's kind of like Moist Beans. His name is Zeus. It's S-O-U-O-S. I don't know what it's like pronounced Zeus or something like that on his. You might have to explain to me what that is. Let's learn together. I do not know what that means, what type of chef that is. I can cook very good food when the mood hits me up. See, I only had one sister, so we learned stuff that probably some other families wouldn't. Because I only had one sister, and so us boys learned how to do all sorts of house stuff. We did vacuuming, dusting, mopping, dishes. We'd cook some. Yeah. Three people in the chat. Let's get this thing moving a little bit, see if we can get some more people in. Pronounce Sue. It's like the second in command in the kitchen, I think. Oh, see, there's also the Sioux Indians. S-I-U-X or S-I-O-U-X, the Sioux Indians. It looks like Sioux or Sowix or something. The chef tell them what to do, and they tell everybody else what to do. Oh, there you go. The Sioux chef. Just don't sue me.
I sue you. I sue you. I sue you more. I sue you back again.
Yep. Got any plans for tomorrow, folks? Myself, headed off to church. We're going to go to Benson for church at these. I house church, so every other week we go to another house. We'll either go to my parents, like last week, or we'll go to this ex-Amish family in their house for church. There's like 5 families. Sue, chef, does some ordering, cooks, preps, and manages the brigade when needed. Okay, there you go. So kind of like what he was saying, but even more what Creator was saying. The birds got an itchy eye all of a sudden. Anyways, yeah, you got any plans for tomorrow? What you got plans? I usually drive my parents over there. We meet at a parking lot, and I park my car, and then I drive them over there and drive back. We usually get home about 4 o'clock, so it ends up being kind of a long day. Or later if I go to my sister's. Sometimes we go to my sister's to see how their project or their house is going. It's just down the road. Which my sister goes to the same house church too. They moved here about 4 or 5 months ago, I think it was. Forget exactly.
Anyways.
Cleric. Is that how you pronounce it? Clerica? Clarice. Clarice, there we go. I do. Unfortunately, when I went buck hunting this year, never found a buck. Hunted for 4 days, hiked up mountains and water draws and creeks for 38 miles roughly. Never saw a buck, only doe. I've gone dove hunting, which I need to do some more before the season ends, and some quail as well. That's going to end even sooner, I think. And then I have a bear hunt in the spring. I need to see when those dates are exactly. And then I have a javelina hunt, which is our native pigs in Arizona. I have one in February 6th is when that starts. Answer to the kitchen manager, head chef, but it seems like a lifetime ago. In the 90s? Or was that in the 80s? If it was the 80s, that was before I was hatched. I was just a thought in God's mind. Thank you for coming by, Clarice. Appreciate you showing up. We do gun content here, as you can see. We also do outdoor stuff, like cave exploring, hiking, old mine exploring. Check our channel out if you could. I'd appreciate it. One of my other hobbies is film photography. Nice. So I'm going to drive to a camera store that will develop my film. I'm getting like 15 rolls developed tomorrow. There's still places that do film development. That's nice. I think Walmart might still do some. I know they have that machine where you can put your digital photos in and it'll print them out either there or you can wait and it'll print it out later. But yeah, I remember when film development, we used to take in our film to Walmart or other grocery stores that had it, drop it off in the little baggie, put our name on it, and then you'd find it in like these big old filing cabinets back behind. You just give them their name, kind of like a prescription, and they go digging through and find your film that was developed into the pictures. Boy, them days, most of them are gone. Everybody just sticks it onto the computer. Then they'll just buy a printer themselves. Not many. I go to the place that's been open for like 60 plus years. There you go. See, that's the ones that are still good. Yeah, they'll keep going. Because people will know, hey, that's the only one in town. I remember 1 hour photo from when I was a kid. Me too. At Walmart. 1 hour photo. We'd put our film in when we first got to Walmart. It was before it was even a super center. And they were just plain old Walmarts. Stick them in there, and we'd shop through Walmart, and by the time we were done, as well as in the super center ones too, because they'd even take longer than an hour to go shopping there for groceries and everything else. Then we'd circle around back to the photos before we left, grab our photos, and head out. What's up, Kirsten? How you doing? Thanks for coming by again. How's your evening going, or morning? You might be across the pond, and it's early morning. I forget where you're from. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap the screen if you could. Helps with the algorithms. We've been on about an hour and 46 minutes. We got ourselves this gimbal. It's still been working decently well. Still trying to learn the ropes. I know how to shut it off by going whoop in front of the camera here, although it's not shutting off now. I say I know how to do it, and then it doesn't work. From Kansas. Okay. Let's see. There it goes. Not shut off. I need to figure out how to turn it back on. Kansas. Last time I was in Kansas would have been in 2013. I'm pretty sure. When I drove from a road. I didn't drive because I had a cast on in crutches. I broke my ankle. In 2013, I went to a wedding in Arkansas, and we went up through Kansas to Missouri, and then dropped back down into, I'm pretty sure, into Arkansas. If not, it would have been 2007 when I went to Wisconsin for my great-grandpa's funeral. He was a World War II vet, Marines. He fought on Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and maybe one or two other islands over there in Japan. Over in Japan. I stopped cooking professionally in the 2000s. I've done logging, blacksmithing, cooking, elder care, and now I drive. I've been doing gunsmithing as a hobby most of the time. Yeah. Eastern, do you even have a channel? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think if I've ever been on your channel. I might have, I can't remember. Blacksmithing, that's cool. I haven't done much of that. I've done a little elder care, not professionally, just my grandpa, before he passed in 2016. Now, my sister did elderly care in New Mexico. It was elderly care for older women. Before they would go into, like, it was like a type of nursing home. Before they went into, like, a heavy caregiving. Should I get a bandolier for my 20 gauge shotgun? I don't even know what a bandolier is, unfortunately. I'm drawing a blank. Do you mind refreshing my memory there, Kirsten? Or is it pronounced Kirsten? Might be. I have two customers, one in California where I used to live there, and then another customer here. It's pronounced Kirsten, I think. The channel, it's the same as the name you see displayed. I figured. But yeah, I forget. What's a bandolier? I'm drawing a blank. I've heard of the name, I just can't place what it is. Well, I'm getting tired just sitting here. Like in westerns, in the strap full of bullets. Like would go right here. A sash, a bullet sash. And they would have them crisscrossed if you were really tough and rough, with 30-30s all in them. Yep. Yeah, grilled. Yeah, that okay. Was it Pancho Villa, right? That had it double strapped? I think the guy in Tombstone, which might have been Pancho Villa, I forget. The bad guy, he had them. He had them doubled up. I don't know if they were 30-30s or if they were shotgun or if they were 45. I can't remember. Yeah, I think Pancho Villa. Maybe it's the same guy. Actually, I think it is Pancho Villa. That's the same guy. I think he had those.
Pancho Villa. Man, I can take the night with a hoot.
Yep. Over the shoulder. Yippers. I don't know. I guess you could. Why not, right? If you're going to be doing like a lot of like skeet shooting, why not? I've done a decent amount of skeet shooting just for fun, like with the family. I have a those little release things that are a handle. Toss them. I'll do it myself too. I'll toss them and shoot them. I do it with my 12 gauge Sears and Roebuck. I need to practice with my 20 gauge Weatherby, but I need to get different chokes for it because I only have the one that's in it, and it does not work very well at all for number 6 shot steel. Basura. I was literally 15 feet away from a dove and couldn't even get it because the spread is all wonky tonk. So I was like, forget this. I'm switching to my 12 gauge. Or sorry, the 20 gauge. So when I went out the last day of dove season, September 15th of last year. Now it's dove season again though. I brought my old faithful Sears and Roebuck with number 7.5, number 7. It was perfectly fine. It was a breeze. Now I did have my 12 gauge with me at the time, my Winchester 1200, which is almost identical to the Sears and Roebuck. But I only had number 4 shot, I think. Those old 70s hunting jackets are actually pretty cool with the padded shoulders. Shell loops in the pocket. Yeah, reset because of the 2-hour mark almost. Shell loops in the pockets, and there's usually pockets meant for game birds too. Interesting. What's a good ammo to use for a 20 gauge shotgun to get rabbits? Let's see. My 20 gauges are number 6. That's just what I was able to find. I got like a whole box full when they were on sale one time back in Cali. It was like get $10 off when you buy a whole box full. So you get a box for free, technically a box of 25. I think mine are number 6s. Let me see. I don't know if it'll follow me or not. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, they're number 6 steel shot. At least these are. The experts are right here. They're number 6. Game and Target, and then I have some. Whoops! I just tipped my water over. Thought I felt something on my foot. At least it's just water. Ah, come on! Getting water everywhere. Sorry, folks. And then I have some Winchester. Or no, this is Remington. Dropping everything. These are number 2 shot. These are number 2 shot. So these are heavy load. They're for geese. Duck and goose, number 2s. Dropping everything, folks. Everything in their uncle's falling to the ground. Yep. Ah, buggers. That's some 20 gauge slugs I found. Anyways. Probably number 6 would work pretty well. There we go. I went too fast. There we go. At least that was just water that spilled. Let's get the moisture off of this piece. Don't want it to rust. It's a magazine. Got water in it. Yeah, I'd say number 6 should be fine for a rabbit. For something small, rabbit number 6 to 8. Yep. Exactly. I think you can get 7.5 and 8s for a 20 gauge. I prefer 22 for rabbit. Me too. Me too. Just 22 LR. They're not too harsh on it. Like a 17, a little bit harsh on it. Maybe a 22 mag would be too, but yeah, regular old 22. Just like with squirrels, I use a 22. I don't have a 22 mag rifle. I'll probably end up eating pellets though. Correct. Correct. Which with dove, you got to watch out for that too. But that's number. I used 7.5 and 8 on when I went dove hunting. The last day of September, I got 10, but 2 of them I could not find. Don't crack a tooth. Yeah, no joke. I need to go again. I need to figure out which route they're taking this time again. Where I went last time in the evening, of course, there was just dirt bikes and four-wheelers. They probably chased them away. But where I went that one evening this last time, they went a different route home, I think, versus September 15th. Last time they were crossing like crazy. So I need to find another spot. Unless right there, they might be there again. Shotgun always seems to mess the meat. Oh, for a rabbit? Yeah. For a, I think only one of the dove I shot got a little bit messed up. The rest was perfect. Perfect shot. Because it's spread out enough and they're enough force that the little BBs pass through a dove. Because they're a lot smaller animal versus a rabbit. You maybe want to use something bigger, but at the same time, then number 7 or 7.5. But at the same time, yeah, it might not do pass through. But if it does do pass through something bigger, you get wasted meat. So yeah, probably 22 for a rabbit. Yeah, because it's just one bullet, unless it fragments for like a hollow point or something. But yep, 22 is the way I'd go for a rabbit. No, some of that definitely did not take turkey with 22. And I knew some of that definitely did not take turkey with 22 in the head. Someone could, if you're a good shot, like while they're trotting. In California, there was turkey all over my backyard. There'd be like 3 flocks of 20 that would hang around. And they're around houses, so you couldn't hardly shoot them. Other than maybe a pellet gun. But you could definitely get one in the head. You knew someone. I knew that's what you meant to say. It just didn't work right. My friend is a little trigger happy. I saw him shoot a dove at point blank once. It turned into pink mist. There was only a couple feathers left. With a shotgun or a 44 Magnum? My grandpa shot a Roadrunner with a 44 Magnum pistol, which I don't know how legal that is. Here in Arizona years ago. He's passed now, but my grandma still has a 44 Magnum. He said all it was a mist and feathers. Poof! 12 kids. That'll do it too. You weren't allowed. I didn't have a back in Cali, I didn't have a hunting license. You're saying with a 22 you're not allowed to shoot birds? Game birds? But he did it with a 22 in the head. Ding dong doom. Out the lights went. To me, it's like, hey, if that's the only thing you got, and you need food on the table, like the old days, what else do you do? I mean, when the world starts going to worse off, you're just going to use what you have without a license. Turkey, at least, I don't know. Yeah, gotcha. It's like a lot of states don't use, you can't hunt with rim cartridge. Or anything like a 223 or smaller. It's got to be like bigger than a 223. That's why 25-06 came out. One of the reasons. But then that's not a straight wall, so then they came out with straight wall rules. A significant portion of the country, you can only hunt turkeys with shotguns. Yeah, correct. Here in Arizona, I'm not sure. I mean, I was going to use a shotgun. Going to use a 12 gauge with some heavy load. I have some, well, I think I got some heavy load 12 gauge, but I definitely do of some heavy load 10 gauge that are specifically for turkey. They're called turkey heavies. 50 yards, I've taken a grouse with a 22, one shot in the head, but the 22 can shoot better than I can. It's a little operator error. Most guns shoot better than the person. At least just about everyone I know of. Because it's not perfect conditions. The gun by itself is fine. Put it in a rack, clamp it down tight, and pull the trigger. It's definitely more accurate. Because there's no movement element. Would birdshot blow a rabbit up? Probably. Yeah, it would probably do too much damage. I mean, sure, you could do some number 7.5 in it. You might be digging through a little bit of birdshot in it. If you did something heavier, it would go straight through and possibly go boomy. If you're too close, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Too close, definitely, yeah. He just wanted clean meat. Yeah, I got clean all right. Clean off the bone. Out the other side. Poof. Got cleared right out of there. Yes, sir. What's up, 44 Carbine? Appreciate you coming in. We've been on 2 hours. Hopefully you didn't just get the notification now. It was on his own property. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, I got a funny story. So where my sister lives, they keep having our wild pigs, or native pigs, they're called javelina or peccary, get into their, since they don't have a house yet to put their stuff in the house, some of their stuff's outside. They kept having these wild pigs, or our native pigs, javelina, rummage around their stuff, and it keeps waking them up. So my nephews made a trap for them. That way when they'd enter, the door would close on them. Sure enough, they got one. There was one stuck in the trap. A decent sized one. I don't know if it was a sow or a boar, I'm not sure. 22 will put rounds through the same hole all day at 80 yards from a lead sled. Most of them, yeah. Right in the garage. The garage. The garage. Garage. Okay, interesting. The garage. Very interesting. What time is it right now, anyways? 8:33. See if it was how late it was yet. God, I started a little later, but not as late as yesterday. How was your afternoon or your weekend, Carbine? Measure 44 Carbine? I can't remember if you were in my live this afternoon or not when I was changing the oil in the van.
I do not remember. My memory don't serve me right. I'm getting old. Very old.
Oh. Sorry, I'm getting bored a little bit. We've been on 2 hours, so I'm about to stop it. But then Carbine came in, so I want to make sure he gets his fill. At least a little bit. Last time someone hopped in right when I was closing it down. I'm like, oh, sorry, buddy. Got a horrible cold. Oh, it ain't fun. What'd you get that for? Yeah, it ain't fun. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm making you guys yawn again like yesterday, probably. Making a few of you yawn last time. One of them was Minty. She was in here last evening. She was in here for a little bit today. And my live when I was doing the engine oil change. But she was like, stop it! You're making me yawn! Just stop! Not again! Stop it! Yeah. He got it because it was free. What was free? Oh, the lead sled or what? Yeah, LOL, right? Oh, the cold he got because it was free. Just for the hell of it, yeah. That's why he got, oh, thought, what else good thing is there to do? Right, it's cold. Yeah. Yeah. Get it over with now. I mean, it is that time of year, right? Either around Christmas or before, or after Christmas. Yep. Hopefully tomorrow my dad will take me pheasant hunting. Awesome. Yeah, you want to use some heavy for that. Decently heavy. Like of the 20 gauge, I have some number 2 that are for geese and pheasant and duck. Pheasant, the littlest you'd want to do is maybe 6, but I think that might even be light for pheasant. Yeah, but yeah, geese, turkey, and those you want to do heavy. Duck, fairly heavy too. Hey, Eastern. Okay, let's see. Can anyone explain to me why semi-auto 410s are so expensive? Keep seeing them for auctions go for 25 cheeseburgers, 2,500. All sorts of 410 is expensive. I would love to get a double barrel 410. My local pawn shop had one at one time, but I forgot how much it was. They're so expensive. My single shot I got from a pawn shop. Thankfully, that wasn't too bad. It was like 180. Ivor Johnson from early 1900s, early 20s, case hardened. Let's see here. Like they are only like Remington's 1100s and stuff. I have a 1200 Winchester. It's in here. It's a 12 gauge. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stuff 410 is expensive. And then the ammo is either harder to find or just as expensive or more than a 12 gauge because it's so common. You can get 12 gauge ammo on sale. I think they had it on sale over by me. I didn't buy any because I have some. I was thinking about buying a few boxes. It was a box of 25 for like $8.99, I think. What's up, Pez? Hey Jerome, how's it going? YouTube still acting up? Oh yeah. When I first started, we had maybe 13, 14 people in here, maybe 16. But it's been hoovering around 5 and 6 and 9 back and forth. That's all. Remington 111 or Remington 870 and 410 are high. Yeah. Well, the 870s obviously are really good in any caliber. I don't know the 1100 much. Yeah, YouTube's always acting up. I did have 500 something views on my oil changing live, so that was a little bit on the higher side of late. Yeah. It's like last night, I think it was. I went a little over 2 hours, about what it is right now, and I only had 180 something views. Come on. When I used to get between 8,000 and 35,000. Do I have a Colt 45? Yes and no. I say that, Kristen, however you pronounce it, Kirsten, because I have a pistol that fires Colt 45s, but it's not Colt brand. It's a Cimarron. It looks like a frontiersman or a cattleman. It's case hardened. It's inside the safe here. I have shorts of me shooting it, as well as when I did my ballistic testing on a long format of these, I was shooting the 45 as well on those. Oh, bro, I hope it picks up for you. Yeah, it's not me though. Only it's everybody. For a little while, it was shadow banning of 2A and religious content, and then they switched to Gemini, and now everybody's suffering. Like this guy that's a house inspector, he took a dramatic dive. I think the only thing who did not take dives are the stupid content channels. Dumb stuff that are brain rot. I think that's the only thing that did not take a dive. Everything else did. It's so sad that they're pushing brain rot stuff because the reason why is because they're getting so many views. And so, yeah, we're just going to push what we know makes us money for them. Thing is, they were making money off of me too, and others as well. Yeah, it's dumb. It's as dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah. But, yeah, I probably should shut off the live here soon. We've been on 2 hours and 8 minutes. And I'm getting tired. It's like 8:40, I think. 8:40. And now there's only 4 people. I think it dipped down to 3 for a little bit. YouTube is pushing slop. Yep, exactly. I call it brain rot. Same stuff. Same stuff, different day, different name. Same crap. Well, I need to cut my nails. Well, I usually do that after I shower. I need to take a shower, cut my nails, and go to bed. Well, I put the donkeys up. Slop is not good for you. No, it's not. No type of slop is. It's only good for piggies. I don't trust the viewership count. It's always wrong. Correct. The thing is, it's calculating off of the wrong count. As in your actual views, it's counting the wrong views. So even if we know it's wrong, it's not adding the correct ones, it's adding the wrong ones. At least last 3 here. It shows 4 on my end. Anywho. All right, guys, we're going to call it quits. We got 29 likes. Maybe on your side it shows 30. Sometimes it's one off. Anyways, appreciate y'all coming by, guys. Hopefully you have a blessed day tomorrow. If you end up going to church too, have a blessed service. And you can never go wrong doing what's right, as the Arms Room 24 says. He just did a long form video format of his Desert Eagle shooting that, by the way. 30, yep. The thing is, when I screenshot it, it'll probably still say 29 on my end. Anyways, appreciate y'all coming by. See y'all later. 44, Creator, Eastern, and Pez, Kirsten, if you're still here, appreciate you coming by. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed rest of your life. Till we meet again, folks. God bless. Desert Army More is out. See you guys.